Hey guys, it's Steve from Classic Bahnstormers, classic BMW specialist based in the Cotswolds, specialising in 70s and 80s BMWs. I'm here today to walk you around a fantastic opportunity. We have a left-hand drive, genuine E28 M5 project that we're going to offer you today. Guys, first things first, we really need to define project. As a project, this has got to be one of the easiest projects you could possibly undertake. The major winning point about this car is it is phenomenally rust-free. It runs, it drives, it's had a phenomenal amount of new parts put on it, and most importantly, I mean, it literally just needs blowing apart, painting, and then carefully putting back together and a few new bits of trim sourcing. It is the easiest project you could have. So from the preliminary investigation that we've done on the engine, it seems to be in fine fettle. When it arrived, it had fresh oil and coolant in it. Lots of service items been replaced, distributor cap, rotor arm, plugs, viscous fan couplings and so on. So somebody's obviously started to go through the engine. It could certainly stand a little bit of tidying up and making it look more presentable, but it's in fine fettle and it does everything it's supposed to do. So this is a genuine M5. It was originally a home market supplied car, so it was originally supplied to Europe. And the chassis number for this car is 1018038, so it would have been car 38. As a spec sheet, it's a really cool spec sheet. So it was originally diamond Schwarz, and it's got extended black ruched leather interior. So as an E28, it has some, as any restoration project, there are some things you absolutely kind of want to get when you're buying a project. This car, for instance, has the chrome on this car is in really, really good condition. The bumpers are a pain to find, but both the front and rear bumper on this car, although it is dirty, it's not rusty, and it will clean up fantastically well. The panels on this car are brilliant. There is no rust in them at all. Doors between the hinges where they normally rot, along the bottom, fantastic. All up in these, in the area at the bottom of the gutter trim where they go on the front doors, again, no rust to be found. The car has a crack-free dash, which is another fantastic plus. And it has the extended leather interior. It needs a really good clean and a bit of restoration, but it's all there. As far as the interior goes, there are a couple of missing items. So there is no carpet, or no main carpet section, and the handbrake console, handbrake trim, which is extended leather, is damaged, but it could be repaired. It is present and it could be repaired. So again, rear bumper is in fantastic condition. Dirty, dusty, but the chrome itself is brilliant. It's got good lights on it as well, and again, just the panels are impeccable. So the new owner will have a few parts to find. Unfortunately, some of the specific parts are missing. There is no boot spoiler. The holes for mounting the boot spoiler are still present, and they've just had a light amount of bodywork put over them. Also, the M5 specific boot trims are missing. There are no wheel spats for the wheel arches. It does have its M5 wheels with the center caps, which are extremely difficult to find these days. The other major component that's missing is the front spoiler, but these can be acquired easily. They're still available from BMW, and repops, reproduction parts are also readily available on the internet. So as I said at the beginning of the video, the major win on this car is the fact that it is so incredibly rust-free, and it has had a phenomenal amount of new parts put on it. As far as we can tell, it appeared to be somebody's unfinished project, but they've done some really good work. So let me walk you around. The car looks to have what are brand new M5 specific ATE twin piston calipers. They don't all look to have been refurbed as such. They do actually look as though they're new old stock parts, but we can't know for sure. It has braided lines, and you can see that somebody has been through and just done every single burst. So these front track control arms are polyburshed. You've got new engine mounts, you've got new drop links, you've got new track assemblies, inner and outer. You've got your thrust arms, which have all been done. Car's running a sort of stainless steel exhaust. We did a little bit of research because it's not one that we kind of recognize, but it appears to be an American system. But I mean, look at the body. It is so clean. So this work here that's kind of covered in grey, this is actually some welding that we did on the car, because when it first arrived, it looked as though somebody had cut this section out to make repairs and not finished it. So the bulk of the work that we did to this car is actually this welded section here. So it's, you know, Classic Bahnstormers, normal high quality level of welding. We've rebuilt the mudguard mount, the front floor corner. This floor section is new, and we've made some repairs to the chassis rail. It's got the correct get drag 280 gearbox in it, and M5 specific gearing ratios for the limited slip diff. But yeah, coming down this section of the car, you can just see like relief strips are a little bit crushed here, but it is super clean, super clean. Coming to the back, same deal. It's had all new bushes, lines, you've got axle carrier mounts, the lollipops themselves, the fuel lines and brake lines have also all been replaced in their entirety for new parts. To be fair, this could do with tidying up a little bit, but it's all there, it's all new parts. The sill sections are fantastic. We'll wander around those in a moment. And you've got this continuation of the stainless steel, but you can see in here that the inner triangles, if I just put my torch on that, are in fantastic condition. Really good. All up here, never been welded, super clean, and same over the top. Coming to the back of the car, the fuel tank, whilst it doesn't necessarily look as though it's been replaced, it is in fantastic rust-free condition. The seams are all really good. The car also has front and rear basically brand new BC coilovers. We'll drop it down a little bit so we can show you those. Whilst we're dropping the car down, let's have a quick look at the sill. So the sill sections on this are fantastic. Look how clean they are. They've not been welded. You've got all original jacking points all the way around. You've got your original drain holes. It is just so clean. It's incredible. This car's got showing 98,000 kilometers on the instrument cluster. We have some here. We have a very small amount of history for it. Certainly nothing to get excited about. But I would say, judging by the overall condition of the vehicle, the sill on the other side is exactly the same. It really is obviously spent a lot of time inside and has been well looked after. So let's have a look at those coilovers. So the car's got brand new, what appear to be BC coilovers on all four corners. They have done no work at all, and yeah, same on all four corners. So yeah, there's £1,000 worth of suspension right there. As you can see, the car really is phenomenal underneath. It doesn't require any welding or fabrication work other than to possibly tidy up a few bolt holes here and there, but it is extremely good under here, as I'm sure you'll agree. So the sill section this side, you know, it's pretty much the same as the other side, really good condition. You've got your jacking points, which don't appear to have any welding. You've got all your drain holes. There is a crushed section here and a plate that's been bolted in. So if it was mine and I was doing this project, I'd certainly want to remove that and straighten this out a little. But as you can see, it is absolutely rot-free all the way to the end. So there you go, an E28 M5 project that couldn't be easier. Almost no rust or fabrication work to deal with at all. Loads of new parts. It simply needs taking apart, painting, and carefully putting back together again, and a few missing bits of trim to be found. Get in contact if you're interested. You can hit us up through the DMs, send us an email at info@classicbahnstormers.com, or give us a call.